Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 24/7. My name is Niharika Valia, and I'm with you with the area of ABFM. Okay, so let's begin with the class today. Actually, the CAIIB registration dates are out. I hope everybody has seen that already. The registration dates have recently been released. So if you haven't seen them yet, then kindly go ahead and check it out. Right? So if you haven't reviewed it yet, then kindly go ahead and check it out. And at the same time, since the dates are out, we have also introduced our batches as well. Our batch has recently started, so kindly go ahead and check it out on our website or in our app for further details. The registration are going to start from April, so that's the first thing. And when we talk about the examination there, the examinations are going to be held on 10th, then 11th, then 18th, then 24th, as well as 25th of June. So you have time currently, I think. So then what you can do is, since the books are just out, so technically even you have barely 4 months. So 4 months and 5 subjects, there is something which is challenging too. So if you're preparing for this examination, then the best thing is that you hurry up and start your studies in the best possible way from the very beginning itself. Okay, now based upon this, we were talking about functions of management in the previous class now. So I'm continuing with the organizing as a function. Here comes the first question, everyone. Identify the type of organizational structure which facilitates occupational specialization. That is, functional structure, horizontal structure, network structure, or divisional structure. Which particular structure gives us a particular which particular structure will helps us to develop occupational structure, whatever work, occupational specialization, whatever we are doing, how does it really gives us a specialization or a niche in our working there. Okay, so the correct answer is functional structure. In terms of functional structure, what happens is, if I belong to the HR department, then I'm taking care of the work in that particular department only now. And what if I belong to the finance department? So I'm taking care of only the finances of that particular organization. So whatever I'm doing, that occupation or the part that I do, that is something that I do time and again. Due to repetition and a wide variety of work, I become specialized in that particular field. That is what is called occupational specialization. Next question. Once work has been divided into small and manageable activities, then those activities which are similar in nature are grouped together. Such as sets facilitates specialization. The grouping process is called establishing reporting relationships, assignment of duties, departmentalization, or span of management. See, once we have different kind of work, so that what we need to do is we need to define the work in a different way now. That means we will, whatever is similar would be kept together, whatever is different or not similar, then we will divide into two separate groups. So basically what we're going to do is we will create a division of work. That is division of work. Which particular option associates itself the most appropriately? That is, in terms of establishing reporting relationships, it talks about authority, responsibility, and accountability. So, no, this is not the point. Then, assignment of duties, this is basically giving or distributing the work among different people. That is also not the point. Then, departmentalization. Departmentalization can be the point because we divide the work among different people. And then span of management means the number of persons that can work under me. That is called span of management. So the correct answer here is departmentalization. Next, the principle of balance explains balance of work, bring maximum efficiency, authority is equal to responsibility, or all of the above. The principle of balance, which is there in terms of organizing, it's a part of a particular, there are multiple principles of organizing. Among them is the principle of balance. What does it mean? If we talk about the principle of balance now, first of all, balance of work. That means you have to divide the work into among different positions. We are not distributing it among humans there. We are just distributing it among positions because organizing is totally linked with dividing the work among different departments, not dividing the work in the field of a particular person there. It's not on the basis of a particular person. It's basically based upon only one thing, that is the position that we created in the organization. So basically, balance of work is a part of it. Bring maximum efficiency. If we define the work, if we distribute it among various people, then it also brings efficiency now. That is, bring efficiency, maximum efficiency. Then we have authority is equal to responsibility. So this is where authority and responsibility would become equal to each other, and the last one is all of the above. The principle of balance would clearly mean all of the above, right? So this principle is assigned of work should be such that everyone should be given only that much work that he can perform. Number one, the person should not be overburdened or they should not be underburdened. They should be given the apt amount of work they can take. Some persons are overworked, some are underworked. That means you haven't distributed the work among different positions properly, and then it should be divided that everybody is able to give their maximum answer. Hello everyone. Good morning. So that means people can get their maximum output now only by giving the best in terms of their work. Then one subordinate, one superior is principle of delegation, principle of unity of command, principle of unity of direction, or principle of authority. What would be the answer, everyone? In terms of one subordinate, one superior is basically unity of command. One particular person handles the other person, that is way better. So unity of command means an employee is responsible to his supervisor only. He's not accountable to multiple people, because if he's accountable to multiple people, he'll end up being extremely confused what he should do, how he should work, and what should be done. That is not possible now. So who in turn is responsible to only one supervisor and so on is basically defined here. Then next question. It is suitable for those business enterprises where large variety of products are manufactured using different productive resources. Which structure is being referred to? Matrix, functional, divisional, or network? Okay, let me give an example there. If I talk about let's talk about HUL only now. In terms of HUL, or I can say about Tata, the group altogether. In terms of HUL, we'll find Dove, Lux, then Ponds, we find Pureit, then HUL, other products of HUL would, sorry. So what would be the other products which HUL takes care of? Any ideas? It would also include right? L18 is also their product. Then Lifebuoy is also their product. L18, it's basically a brand of women cosmetics there. Then Pepsodent is also their product. Think about it. Do we even know that this organization has so many FMCG or fast moving consumer goods in its pocket? What they do is they create separate divisions. You'll never find one particular division giving the ad of other division as well. That means they create niche in their working. They create products which are handled by different heads, and they're handled totally differently from the other ones. Lifebuoy and Lux do not have the same properties, and at the same time their advertising also is different. That means these are called divisional structures. So policies provide the basis for interpreting the strategy, which is usually, Achan, in this question, let's show different answer. The answer is only divisional structure. The expression is of policies. That's not the answer there. So it is basically divisional structure. Functional structure has functional occupancy, for functional or specialization. That means if I'm doing accounting, then I'm expert in accounting. If I'm doing HR based work, then I'm an expert in my work. That is in terms of functional. And when we talk about divisional, it is a different area altogether. Right? Good morning, sir. That is what we can define there. The next question, the organization structure which helps in more effective training of the employees is divisional, functional, matrix, or none. If we talk about training, if I belong to the finance department, it is easier to train me if you send me to the finance department right away. It is easier to train me if you put me into that particular place altogether where I will be doing only my specific work, right? So in this case, the correct answer is functional structure. So there we train the employees based upon one particular skill only. We are not going to work upon multiple skills. He will enhance himself only in that particular field. Then it refers to the number of subordinates that can be effectively managed by the superior. Functional organization, span of management, operational planning, or none of the above. If we talk about this, it refers to the number of subordinates that can be effectively managed by the superior. So if it is the number of subordinates, then it is called span of management. How many people can work under me? I think this question is repeated. We are done with this question earlier as well. So just a division, span of management. Next question. Acha, a responsibility flows from superior to subordinate, subordinate to superior, subordinate to other subordinate, or none of the above. See, authority is basically the power to command over others. It follows from top to bottom, highest at the top and the lowest at the bottom. That is what we talk about authority. So what happens with responsibility which is attached with authority? Does it move in the same direction? Is in terms of authority just the same way responsibility is also pushing downwards? It is basically upwards. The subordinate will be forced to be responsible towards his senior. So in this case, this is the area which goes upwards. So what happens is authority, responsibility, and accountability. We have got three. Authority goes down, responsibility goes up, and accountability also goes up, right? So that's the particular thing about authority, responsibility, as well as accountability. Next question, which of the following is not a merit of formal organization? It is easier to fix responsibility for the mistakes. Scalar chain of command is followed. It leads to effective achievement of organization goals, or it leads to faster spread of information and rapid feedback. Among the following, which is not a merit of formal organization? Formal means which arises out of the organizational hierarchy. It is basically easier to fix the formal fixed responsibilities of mistakes, then it is true. This is a merit. Scalar chain of command is also followed, but this is more or less a characteristics. It leads to effective management. It is also true. It leads to spread of information and feedback. In terms of formal organization, the feedback is very slow. Even if you try, you cannot have a quicker feedback in terms of formal organization. So it does not lead to a faster and rather transparent feedback. The person will always be bound whenever my senior would ask me that. Am I correct now? More or less, I'll be bound to say yes, even if I disagree. But because at that point of time it is required. That is some that happens in every formal organization. You cannot go and challenge your seniors, right? So if even if you have any troubles or you would like to like them to see that particular point, you will first of all agree, and they'll show it to them that this is the place. That means the feedback is never completely transparent and at the same time quick. The particular person is going to take his or her own sweet time to create that particular point that they can tell about the details of the same to their seniors, right? Then, which of the following is not a feature of informal organization? It originates from within the formal organization. The standards of behavior evolve from the group norms. Scalar chain of command is not followed, or it is deliberately created by the management. Informal organization is not deliberately created by the management. It happens. It's spontaneous in nature. People talk to each other and then they become friends. That means we have no control over their friendship, right? That means these people will intermingle the way they want to. That is what it talks about. So this is basically when we talk about this, it is not the feature of informal organization. Informal organization comes out spontaneously. It's not planned even. People talk to each other and then they become connected to each other. That is what we specify here. So this is it. If you haven't reviewed our courses yet, then kindly go ahead and check it out. Let me just give you a brief information about it. Okay, what you need to do is, in order to know more about our courses, and if you like this particular class, you need to go through our website, that is www.adda247, or download our app to review our classes. What you need to do is go into the area of all courses, go into JIB and CAIIB. You can take up the JIB and CIB Kamaha pack. At this point of time, double validity is going on. Along with that, 81% of discount is going on. If you're preparing for CIB, you definitely need the classes, but you also need the test series, but at the same time the revision batches as well. The videos are there, ebooks are there, everything along with 500 hours of live classes, and at the same time both bilingual as well as English medium batch would be available for you. Currently, the validity of this pack is basically 6 months, but if you take up the Maha pack, then at this point of time you'll get it for 12 months. Along with that, it has got all the 5 electives you can choose from. So you can review our courses there. The details of all the classes are is given there. What will be included: live classes, mock test series, video, all revision batches, recorded video batches, all ebooks, numerical batches, case study batches, topic wise ebooks. One particular pack and you get everything related to that, to CIB, all together. You don't have to really worry about it at all, right? So what you need to do is click on the area of buy now. Use the code Y541 and get the discount. So check it out on our website or in our app for further details. It would cost you 7199.20. One particular, this will not only include the syllabus but also the test series, plus also the ebooks and any other further batches that are coming up. That means you can join whatever batches are coming up in the next 12 months, be it English medium or even the bilingual ones are open for you. If you're preparing for this examination, so kindly check it out on our website or in our app for further details. So preparing for CIB, then the registration dates are also out. So check it out for the further details there. Number 1, registration is going to start in the month of April. Number 2, the examinations would be held in the month of June. Right? So all the very